Time for me to introduce you to our debaters tonight. Joining us from the Bharatiya Janata Party, we've got Sudhanshu Mittal. With us for a contrarian perspective from the Congress, Rashmi Kant, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Ashok Malik, political analyst, follows the BJP very closely. Ashish Khaitan, member of the Aam Aadmi Party, has done several stories in his earlier avatar as a journalist on Amit Shah and the charges against him in Gujarat. I want to go across first to Ashok Malik, because there are courts in Mumbai that want personal appearances from Amit Shah. He's been charge-sheeted in encounter cases before this. There is a possibility he could get arrested at some point in time in the future. That is what held back the decision so far. Why then, Ashok Malik, do you believe Amit Shah is the right person to be the BJP's next president? Before you answer that question, I just want to tell our viewers, here's how you can respond to what Ashok says. Use the hashtag center stage. He will have one uninterrupted minute to make his point, and send your post to us using the hashtag center stage. You can either agree or disagree with everything or anything that any of our speakers say. So Ashok Malik, your time starts now. You've heard the motion, fire away.
Rahul, all the points you've made were equally valid and asked when Amit Shah was appointed General Secretary to the BJP about a little over a year ago. The fact is, the BJP believes there is no real case against him, that the cases against him will fall apart and they were fabricated and put together as part of a political conspiracy instigated by the previous government and sections of the media. That may be right, that may be wrong. Ashish may disagree, Mr. Kant may disagree, you may disagree, but that is what the BJP believes, and it has a right to back its man, which is what it did last year when it made him General Secretary. As for why he's suitable to be party president, he's delivered 73 seats out of 80 in a tough state like Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP wasn't even in the running in terms of an organization. The party rank and file clearly want him and look up to him. The BJP does not want a weak party and a strong government, which was the situation when Mr. Vajpayee was Prime Minister and the party was neglected. Amit Shah is being kept back in the party and told to tone up the party organization, get it ready.
Okay, your time is up. I will come back to you. You've made a compelling case for why the BJP feels Amit Shah is the right choice. Ashish Khaitan, the arguments that were offered included the fact that as of now, he's out on bail. None of the cases against him have been proven. In the Ishrat Jahan encounter case, the CBI has come to the conclusion that there isn't enough evidence to proceed against him, and therefore there is nothing holding back Amit Shah. The man is an electoral genius as far as the BJP is concerned. He won them more seats than even Modi and Amit Shah had imagined. Why then should he not be BJP president?
Actually, Rahul, the cases of Sohrabuddin, fake encounter, or for that matter Ishrat Jahan, they are only one part of the debate. I will speak on behalf of the youth of this country. You know, the BJP and Modi had promised to usher in an era of probity in public life, cleanliness in public life, in politics. He said that he will send criminals to jail even if they belong to his party, right? So we are talking today about the changing narrative of politics in the country, where we want upright, meritorious, talented people in politics. And that's why I think people voted for Narendra Modi, right? Modi projected himself as a man of development and as a meritorious man. Now, what are the credentials of Amit Shah? Winning or losing elections cannot be the only credential for projecting somebody or for elevating somebody as party president. Is he a statesman? Is he a man who with a lofty stature? What has he done under his ministership?
Okay,
as Minister of State for Home? There were fake encounters.
Your time is up. I will come back to you.
Process of justice was subverted.
No, everybody gets one uninterrupted
He has a terrible
minute.
track
After
record.
that, you will get another opportunity to make a rejoinder. But you've made your arguments, and I want to go across to Sudhanshu Mittal, because Narendra Modi promised probity, cleaning up public life, ensuring there were no criminals in politics, and now you've got a man, A, who's charge-sheeted, B, who could end up in trouble again as your party president, sending completely the wrong message, which is at variance to what Prime Minister Modi promised. You've heard Ashish Khaitan. Sudhanshu Mittal, your time to respond starts now.
Rahul, the commentary I saw before we started the debate was so complimentary to Amit Shah that itself justifies why he should have been elevated. B, Mr. Khaitan, please leave the job to us as to who shall be our president. I do not think that as a political activist you have a right to say who should not be. Third, as far as probity in public life is concerned, Mr. Shah has never been charged with misconduct relating to corruption, misconduct of misuse of anything and all. As far as his cases are concerned, like Narendra Modi ji, he has been hounded for so many years, yet he has come out unscratched. The CBI ultimately had to close the case and say there's no case made out of him. And lastly, you cannot have a system where there are unrewarded responsibilities. A man who was given the responsibility of winning UP for us got us 73 seats from UP, and you want us to deny him his due? I don't think that's the way the system should work.
Okay, your time is up. Sudhanshu Mittal, we come back to you again in just a moment. But here's the point that you're making, that the BJP is rewarding talent. Unlike the Congress, where you can reduce the Congress to 44 seats and yet continue to lead the Congress, in the BJP, Rashmikant, there is a talent recognition system. Amit Shah is a hero in the eyes of the masses of the BJP supporters. They believe he landed Modi in power, or played a very important role in doing so, and therefore they believe he is the right man. How can electoral talent be questioned? And the UPA had the CBI going after Amit Shah, but the same CBI said that there isn't enough evidence to prosecute him or to take the case further. Mr. Khan.
Well, Rahul, two, three things. Number one, Congress as a party does not interfere in the internal affairs of any political party. It's a stated policy, and it's a policy which is practiced. Now, coming to Mr. Amit Shah, anybody who's in public life knows that Caesar's wife must be above suspicion. I don't want to repeat the allegations that my friend here, Mr. Ashish just talked about. I'm not talking about him going to jail. If the criteria is that somebody is going to win you 73 seats, then a man like Shahabuddin from RJD, who's won 4 Lok Sabha elections, as in jail, then he should be a hero. Is that going to be the basis for making a president, and that also of a ruling party? A party that promised probity, a party that promised honesty, a party that promised complete transparency, a party that, and here is a man who during the election said this is not an election. Ye badla lena hai. If the president of a
So your time is up. I come back to you. It's now an opportunity for interjections for all our speakers. Okay, so your time is up. We'll come back to you in just a moment. But to Ashish Khaitan first, because the charge that you leveled was that here's a man with a checkered past. He's got cases against him. None of those cases, Ashish, have been proven, and Amit Shah feels, Modi feels, the BJP endorses. They suggest that these cases are politically motivated. They were pushed by the Congress as part of an agenda. If they aren't, if they haven't been proven, how can anything hold him back?
Well, Rahul, this is what every criminal says. Whoever faces trial in this country, this is what they say. It's a political conspiracy and so on. So it's not any different. Mr. Mittal talked about talent, rewarding talent. That's what I'm asking. I am asking a very seminal question here. What is his talent? Is his talent of being a great hatchet man, a great cushion for Mr. Narendra Modi, or is his talent of being aligned with public interest, of a great record in public service? Because his track record, I'm just talking about his track record as Minister of State for Home in the state of Gujarat.
Okay, you're questioning his track record.
Strictures after strictures by the High Court of Gujarat, by the Supreme Court of Gujarat on the functioning of the Home Ministry, on the functioning of the Police Department in Gujarat. Yes, strictures after strictures, subversion of the process of truth and justice, subversion of criminal justice system. Is that his talent? That's what I'm asking.
Both Ashok Malik and Sudhanshu Mittal will respond to that, but to Sudhanshu Mittal first, because the gentleman's track record does raise questions. It's not one isolated charge against him. He's got multiple charges of a similar kind in the fake encounter cases. In Uttar Pradesh, there were charges against him when the suggestion was made that he was trying to polarize the elections. The Congress representative cited his comments in Azamgarh about revenge, even though the EC gave him a clean sheet on that. That must be remembered. But his track record does raise questions, doesn't it, Mr. Mittal?
He did not get a clean
Rahul,
sheet.
you are
He did not
yourself
get a clean
answering.
sheet. On the issue of
Rahul, you are yourself.
The Election Commission took back the charges that they leveled against him, but let Sudhanshu Mittal respond.
Sir, can I say, sir?
Yes, Mr. Mittal, please go ahead.
Rahul, you are yourself vindicating what I'm about to say, that charges are leveled and yet they are decided in his favor. You say he is instigating and he says no, he's not instigating. You are saying that that he has committed this offence and that offence. CBI says no offence is committed. Now who's to be believed? Thirdly, let us have some respect to the law of land, which says you are innocent unless proven guilty. Calling somebody a criminal without he having been proved a criminal speaks of a mindset which could be so perverse that Mr. Khaitan, tomorrow I can level a charge against you of having done everything wrong. That's, I mean, it's easy. Would you become a criminal by that count? And let me tell you one thing. This government has seen history.
Charges were framed against him under the supervision of the Supreme Court of India. And Mr. Mittal, you are not the Supreme Court of India, that you will level charges against me.
And now let me say one more thing. They are constantly talking about 73 states in Uttar Pradesh.
Seats.
And we all know that one swallow does not make a summer. There must be gravity in public life, there must be honesty in public life, there must be integrity, and more than anything else, I will repeat myself, that Caesar's wife must be above suspicion. And you are talking about the president of the ruling party in this country.
Rahul,
Otherwise,
I'm so happy that he's talking about the Caesar's wife.
Mr. Amit Shah as the president, they are full right to appoint Mr. Amit Shah as the president. It is their wisdom. This is a party where Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the president.
Please come in when I ask you to. I want to put out halfway through our debate the sentiment analysis cause at this time. And I also want to play out, and I said we'll run all our tweets live. That's what we've been doing on our show. Let's take a look at some of the posts that we're getting from people who are watching this broadcast live. Can we bring the camera in a little closer, please, so that our viewers can see this? He's not a flop plan like Arvind Kejriwal, who fooled Delhi's public with his historical turns and his noteworthy flip-flop, says Sanket Tatya. Okay, let's take the next post, please. Shah is a master strategist and is ideal to take his party to new heights and to new territories. Remember, this algorithm is just pulling out live your tweets in your grammar, so don't blame us. Okay, let's take the next one. Is Amit Shah office is the perfect choice for this job? He's the man who can deliver. So he's seen as a man of action. The organization which promotes people on their performance will always perform better. Amit Shah deserves what he's getting. Here is the sentiment analysis score. As was visible from that sampling of the tweets, a lot of people seem to feel that Amit Shah is the right choice. And in that sense, Ashok Malik, regardless of what the Congress might feel, regardless of what opponents might feel, for BJP leaders, he is, for BJP workers also, he's a superstar. They look up to him. He's the next big thing after Modi. They think after Modi, he's the de facto number 2. But the track record is questioned by the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, that his track record raises questions.
See, 3 things here. Number 1, if Amit Shah is convicted of a criminal case in a court of law, it changes things.
Sure.
But without a conviction, how can we just call him guilty? I really fail to understand that.
No, nobody is calling him guilty.
Please let me finish without interrupting. Okay, number 1. Number 2, anyone who's followed Amit Shah's career over the years, even before he became Home Minister of Gujarat, should realize that he is a consummate political animal and a great political manager, including in state elections in Gujarat, even before he became minister. He is a 24/7 politician, he revels in politics, and he is a complete organization man, which is why, and many parties have such people, and many parties would be happy to have such people, which is why he was such a success even in a place like UP, which he didn't know instinctively very well. Third, Ashish said he represented the youth of this country, which wanted probity in public life. Now, these charges were made against Amit Shah when he fought the elections in UP as well. UP has 200 million people, about half of them would constitute youth. Obviously, they saw something in Amit Shah and Modi when they voted for the BJP. Do their views not count? Are those youth we should reject because they don't agree with us?
Okay, Ashish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised. It's a very dangerous proposition. First of all, the vote that were polled in UP were not polled in the name of Amit Shah. He was just an organizational man. The vote were polled in the name of Modi. I don't know if the things have changed suddenly today. Number 2, when I say, and I speak on behalf of the youth of the country, because the sentiment that the BJP, the message that the BJP sent out was that they are bringing a new breath of air in Indian politics, right? Meritocracy, talent, ability, probity, those were the catchwords that were used by the BJP. When I say what is his track record, I want to know just the ability to win elections, which are, by the way, won by either hook or crook, which have been won by manipulating mass sentiment, and which have been won by polarizing votes in UP to a large extent. One second.
There's a massive verdict. Now the reality is he led the BJP to power. He
winning
masterminded that strategy. Now
That
you're
may be
saying
so.
that the election
I'm
was
giving
rigged.
him-
That's really
I'm giving
insulting
him
the
that
entire
credit,
electoral
Rahul.
process, Ashish.
I am giving him that credit, Rahul. That can be called majoritarianism. That is not called statesmanship.
No, but
and
surely
certainly
even
that's
you
not
would
the
concern-
ideal. That's not the ideal by which we would like to live by. Would you like to live by the ideal
Okay.
of just winning elections, orchestrating riots, manipulating mass sentiment, pitchforking your
Sudhanshu
party to
Mittal,
victory, and that becomes
Ashish's
the
argument
yardstick
is
for
that
everything else?
Amit Shah is not the ideal politician. Why not make somebody with a stellar track record the party's president? Why make somebody with such a
Rahul,
controversial
certainly-
track record?
Rahul certainly is not the ideal politician in their eyes, for the simple reason he does not have a pedigree for his elevation. He has hard work for his elevation. He's not an ideal politician because he worked at the grassroots level and worked his way up. So probably he doesn't belong to this elite club of the kinds Mr. Khaitan is used to. As far as Mr. Rashmikant Caesar's wife being above board is concerned, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi have just been summoned by the court for misdeeds in the National Herald case. Now, is the Caesar's wife above board there also? Sir, please explain to me. Let's
wrong,
not level
Mr. Rai.
baseless
No,
charges
no, but
and
Rashmi
Allow me to
must
speak,
answer
sir.
that
Allow me to
question,
speak.
Mr. Kant.
This
The
is
mere
most-
charge
this is most
was reason
unparliamentary.
for...
I did not, sir.
No, but you must
Rahul
answer that
Ga-
question, Mr. Kant. If a
Rahul,
mere
I
charge
did-
was reason
Rahul-
for Amit Shah not to
Rahul,
become
I was
president,
talking about
then there's a problem
Rahul,
with
I
Mrs.
was
Gandhi as
talking
well.
about a totally different point.
How
My
is it
point
different?
is, the basic issue that both Sudhanshu and Mr. Malik raised was he won 73 seats. Sudhanshu, of course, is a great memory, and Sudhanshu is considered by many, including himself, as a great tactician and strategist for winning elections, especially during the time when Mr. Pramod Mahajan and Mr. Arun Jaitley used to look after us.
They're asking you about Mrs. Gandhi on the National Herald case.
No,
Mr. Kant, you're not
because-
answering the question.
because
He's asking
this
you a
question-
specific
because
question
this
on the
debate is
charges
about
against...
Mr. Amit
No,
Shah.
but the parallel
You
that
have
is
already
being drawn
discussed that
and
this
the
debate
analogy...
is about Mr.
No, no, no,
Amit
no,
Shah,
one second.
and this
The
debate I
corollary
am
that's
going-
being drawn is
As far
about the
as I am
charges
going to
against
con-
Mrs.
I am
Gandhi.
concerned, I am going to keep this limited to Mr. Amit Shah because this is about Mr. Amit Shah today. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal has the full freedom to say what he wants to, but I will have the freedom to say what I want to. Number one, Sudhanshu Mittal ji, you could probably have been a better candidate for becoming a chief minister, the president of BJP, because you do not have such charges against you as of right now. Secondly, if you are talking about winning elections, Mr. Arun Jaitley lost his elections, and yet he is probably the number 2 in the party. Is winning the elections the only criteria? There is much more talent in Mr. Arun Jaitley. There is no allegation against him.
And also
Right?
this
Why not?
that
Why-
charges,
we are-
charges,
why? What is
charges
wrong with
don't
them?
mean anything
Rahul-
until they are proven guilty. Then why did you ask for the resignation of Raja, Chidambaram,
And one last question.
Bansal? I mean,
Rahul,
everybody who
One last-
resigned, they
one
resigned on
last
the
answer.
answer.
Can I
When
say
you say
something?
he is a strong man, are you saying till now for the last year and a half, Mr. Rajnath Singh was a weak president?
Okay,
Please
Ashok,
admit right now.
Clearly, Ashok,
Please,
Can I say
clearly the
something,
opposition
Rahul?
is belligerent against Amit Shah. Now this will continue, and that's been Amit Shah's experience as well. Opposition goes after him hard. Now, would it not have been better for the BJP to go with the original plan of having a JP Nadda or somebody as the face with Amit Shah at the back running it? Why put him front and center given his track record and given the fact that he still has live cases against him?
Two things. Number one, JP Nadda is a senior politician and has a long and stellar record of serving the Himachal Pradesh BJP and the BJP nationally. But the point is, Mr. Amit Shah is the man of the moment, especially after his success in UP. He has energized the party, and the rank and file of the party want him. They look up to him. Second, there are a whole host of state elections coming up where local units want Amit Shah's leadership in the party organization. The BJP itself is very conscious that it can't leave the party in the lurch. Because this is what happened the last time the NDA was in power. The entire talent from the party migrated to the government, the party was left weak. I think, if you ask me, the Congress and other parties, the rivals of the BJP, are actually worried that the BJP may have given itself a very strong president.
Okay. We've heard all arguments. I'm out of time. Mr. Kant, I'm out of time.
If they were so confident of Mr. Amit Shah, how come suddenly Mr. Ram Madhav has been brought into BJP?
not president.
Because they are
I
not
was the
sure
same
that Mr.
argument
Amit
was
Shah
used for
will
Mr.
do well as
Modi.
the president.
We
That's
were
why
told
people
by
are like
Mr.
Mr.
Modi.
Ram
Mr.
Madhav.
Kant, you seem
That
more
is
worried
not
about
today.
the fortunes of the BJP than you are about the fortunes of your own party, which seems to be in free fall without really a visible strategy for
Rahul,
revival just at this
Rahul,
time.
the
I'm out of time,
same
Sudhanshu,
charges
so
were
you have
leveled
only
against
10
Mr. Modi.
seconds. 10 seconds, final arguments, please. We are out of time.
The same charges were leveled against Mr. Modi, and look what the nation believes in. Lastly, there is a generational change in BJP. You have 50 plus president from a 60 plus generation. I mean, it's for us.
Okay.
Why are you so worried? Because
The arguments have been made.
So
This,
why
of
haven't
course,
we
is a
started?
story that there'll be a lot more of all through the day tomorrow. Once this big coronation takes place, it could also outshine and leave behind all the news about the economic survey. Here is the sentiment analysis score. An overwhelming majority of people who are watching this broadcast and responding live on our discussion say they believe that Amit Shah is the right man for this job. 85% say so. Let's take the sentiment score, which also gives our viewers a sense of how this changed over every 5 minutes of our broadcast. There as well, you will see it's been fairly consistent. It was 85% in agreement to begin with, went up to 86, 87, 84, 84, settled at 85. That's where it ended after the debate. So it's Ashok Malik, Sudhanshu Mittal and Amit Shah who've carried the debate tonight, where people agreeing with them, saying that Amit Shah they believe is the right man for the job. He of course now carries huge expectations after having delivered 73 seats for the BJP alliance in Uttar Pradesh. BJP workers feel he can do the same in Maharashtra, he can do the same in Haryana and also in Delhi. That of course is a very difficult task. We're out of time, Mr. Kant, on this program. We're slipping into a break. We'll focus on the big Amit Shah story all through the day tomorrow. When we come back, we will look at speed trains. We would look at